Jacinda Ardern and her Finance Minister, Grant Robertson, are in the same bubble, and we're hearing from them on an almost daily basis. But what's happened to the rest of your 120 MPs since Parliament shut up shop due to Covid-19? They too are stuck in their bubbles, but what are they up to? Like, really, what are they doing? We cold call a few of them to find out.
I'm in a T-shirt and shorts at the moment.
Don't normally ask people this, but what are you wearing, Paula?
Right now?
Yes, right now. Honesty is the best policy.
Right now I'm in bike shorts and a singlet.
It's going to be truthful, but I've actually got my gym gears on.
In my tracksuit and top.
Your MPs as you have probably never dared to imagine them. Except maybe for Ron Mark. So, Ron, don't think you're special. I'm asking everybody this. What are you wearing right now?
I am right now. If you video called me, you would find me in my suit, my tie, my service shoes, sitting at the dining table, which I've set up like a command post with my laptop and all my files all around me.
Oh, sounds like you might be behaving above your station, Ron. Have you got aspirations?
That'd be nice. Well, one day I hope to be the Minister of Defence. Oh, that's right, I am.
Checkpoint called at a time MPs would normally be in the House, not their house, probably firing questions at each other, so we thought we'd handle the questions bit.
This is James.
Hello, James. Lisa Owen calling from Checkpoint at RNZ. How are you doing?
Hi.
Hey, we're just doing a welfare and productivity check with our MPs. Are you happy to answer a question? James Shaw, that is, Green Party co-leader. Is anyone in your bubble trying your patience?
No, not at all, but I think the reverse may be true.
What makes you say that?
Well, my wife isn't used to having another person in her house because I'm normally not here with the schedule that I've got.
Has your wife given you a few extra jobs, seeing as you're in the house?
I'm going to be washing the windows this afternoon.
What are you using? Can you give us some tips?
Warm soapy water, I think.
So when you're not working on all of this stuff and your brain needs a bit of a rest, other than washing the windows, are you getting out for your local walk, or what are you doing?
Yes, yeah. So I am going for a walk once a day, which I find helps tremendously.
Do you listen to anything while you do that? Music or...?
No, because I'm largely spending my days on conference calls, and so it's actually nice to just be able to get a bit of silence and just hear the birds in the trees.
Speaking.
When Checkpoint dialed up Labour's Tamati Coffee, he was rocking a sartorial potpourri.
So I've actually put quite a respectable shirt over the top of my gym gear, and actually on the Zoom for you, I'm looking very professional. But I worked out that actually staying at home and not moving was frustrating and also not good on the figure, Lisa. So I've implemented a morning walk, and that's an hour long, and I walk around the neighbourhood, and then in the evening we actually do a big walk, kind of a stair climb. I live on a hill. And so we start at the front of the driveway and we walk to the top of the hill and back about 10 times with baby in the front pouch to create a bit of extra weight on the trip as well and make it worthwhile.
Were you diving in the pantry a little too often?
Well, actually, one of the lovely things about being at home is that people have decided to cook. I'm sitting here in front of a big pot of tea and also some freshly baked chocolate chip cookies.
Wow, someone is honing their culinary skills. Have you learnt any new recipes?
No, but I found out how to use the oven.
Exercise and food are reoccurring themes, the newly important rituals of lockdown. Judith, it's Lisa Owen calling from Radio New Zealand's Checkpoint program.
I've just been out for a walk with my bubble. My husband and I have walked around our neighbourhood, and I'm just about to have some lunch, and so I'm still in my tracksuit.
So what's for lunch today?
Actually, it's toast, because I have frozen bread. So I've taken it out, I've popped it in the toaster, and I've taken a quarter of an avocado and I've put some tomato on it.
Aren't you missing your buddies in the National Party?
No, because we're constantly talking on the phone, and we are, and I'm emailing each other, we're talking, and we're continuing to be in contact. But yeah, I guess that, look, I don't miss a lot because I grew up quite solitary. I'm possibly not as social a person as some.
While almost all of these MPs were in their civvies when we called, they're not just zooming around the block. They're virtual zooming too. Conference calls, hooey this, hooey that, virtual select committees, constituency calls, all of government.
Well, I just work the hours I have to work.
Who's messaging you on that flippin' computer in the background?
Oh, yeah, well, I can turn that down, actually. This is the way it is. It's my life. Everybody wants something.
Well, tell us who it is. Tell us who it is, Ron. Who's messaging you?
That was from my mate, the former mayor of Ardern. And of course, as a Minister of Defence, Minister of Veterans, I'm very worried about making sure my veterans have the support they need out there and their families as well. And of course, the Defence Force is very heavily engaged with all government agencies.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have to say that the hours that people are pulling are at least the same that they were before we went into lockdown. The circumstances are obviously very different, and our methods of talking to constituents and finding out what their issues are and working out how to resolve those in the current crisis are different, but everyone's working really hard on that.
Yeah, I'm still getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and ploughing my way through, trying to get back to everyone as I can, doing a lot of the prep work for the select committee, thinking a lot about how we kind of pull ourselves out of this and what it can do. And I think, if anything, I'm doing more local work, which I hope is a plus.
But actually, if I could do a shout-out to Big Two, to all of my constituents, just to say I'm still here. Check out the Facebook page if you want daily updates, but also stay home and save lives.
That aside, we all need a break.
Hi, this is Ron Mark. I took a wander out this morning with my goats, or our goats, and the chooks and the cattle, and it was really quite chuffed to find that we got mushrooms growing in the paddock. So, bit of fresh air, and I am going out for a long walk on the road soon, about 4 o'clock.
Do the goats have names?
Sadly, they do, yeah, which probably means they're assured of longevity. They will probably never ever end up feeling the butcher's knife.
So what are they called? What are they called?
Oh, Nan and Shanti.
Not counting the ferals, Ron's in a bubble of 3 with his partner Christine and her daughter.
Christine?
Hey, Lisa, what's that?
Hey, I just wanted to know, is he carrying his weight here, or is there some more that you'd like him to do around the house?
He is carrying his weight. Almost. He was going to make a casserole, but got called off to do some work, so that didn't happen. But I'm anticipating in the next 24 hours there'll be a recipe pulled out and some meat frosted, and the crock pot will be not doing too bad.
So but not goat casserole. We hear that those 2 goats are ring fenced. They've got a happy life.
Oh no, over my dead body actually.
Hi, is that Paula?
Yeah, hi.
How are you finding the whole lockdown thing?
It's surreal, that's for sure, and you sort of wake up in the morning and think, well, I've got to do, this conference call, and I've got to do that, and I've got to, check that email and follow up something with constituent, and you think, oh, and I might just pop and see Mum, and then the reality hits, and you go, no, you won't be.
Who or what are you missing the most?
Certainly miss my grandchildren probably the most. It feels like they're so close and yet so far away. And it's not quite, it's not quite the same not getting the cuddles.
Yeah. Hey, just before you go, can you share a guilty lockdown secret with us? Are you doing anything like consuming chocolate, Netflix binging? What can you share with us?
I am podcast binging. Here's what you're looking for. Here's the absolute shameful part of it, is I haven't been exercising a lot before this, so I decided I would do it every day, and I do wear a bum bag, so it's the only thing I can put my cell phone in so that I can still listen to my podcast while I walk.
So there you have it. That is what some of your MPs are up to, still working, if in their leisure gear while they do it.